Hi there, Libra. Welcome to your reading. Pardon me. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of June 13th through 19th of 2022. So, that was all your cards are out now. Okay. So, let's just see what your angels have to say to you for this week. Okay. So there's something that's going on in your life that is like puzzling you or something like that. You need to research about that. Now, there is Google, but there's people, you have all kinds of helpful people in your life. And so not every one of them is going to be able to help you with this question or research that you have to do. But there are some who do actually know about this subject, and so tap into them. This feels like there are local people, but as well as people that you already know who are knowledgeable about this subject. And it could be a subject just about anything, right? Because it's a group reading, so I won't zero in on anyone. But so there are those experts, and you might have to go to like a local business or somebody that you already know who knows this stuff, and just ask your questions and say, this is this, this is that, that kind of stuff. It feels like this is kind of not a new question. It feels like something you've experienced before, that maybe it's coming back now, and whatever was the solution before is somehow not working this time, or you're thinking, oh, okay, I need to go deeper, or something along those lines. That's how that feels. It feels like if you go and ask the same people as you did last time, you'll get the same answer, but the problem has cropped up again. So obviously that wasn't a long-term solution, right? Does that make sense to you? I hope. I don't know. We'll see how that feels for you. Either way, it's on you. It's your responsibility to go deeper into this and figure out for you what the real solution is. Okay. There may be. So that was the first card in your reading. The last card in your reading is helpful person. So we just already touched on that, right? You have a lot of these helpful persons in your life, and they're a huge resource for you. So tap into them. You're not putting them out. You're not inconveniencing them. It's they love you. They want to be able to help you. It's a thing. I mean, ask. You're not it's like you don't want to appear to be begging or something like that. You're not. You're saying, you know what, I need a little bit of help with this. Are you able to give that? If not, I can, ask other people or whatever, right? Give people the chance to help you because they want to. Okay. All right. And so it's like things are going to start lining up kind of, but it's more that there will be multiple arrows pointing to the same thing. That's how it all feels, how it looks to me. That things are happening in synchronicity, right? That they're all going in the same direction, all pointing you there. Let's see what else this says. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Yeah, notice them in order to increase their flow. Exactly. So when you realize that, 3 or more answers have all been the same direction. Maybe not the exact same answer, but the same direction. Then you know that's your path. Then you know that's what you need to be following. Okay. A large part of what's happening in your life right now has to do with children. So, how does this fit within your own personal life? Is this your children? Is it your grandkids? Is it your neighbor's kids? Somebody who is very special to you, or who you notice and you love them more than you realize in some ways, for some of you, right? See how this fits? Like I said, anything that doesn't resonate, leave it there. It's just for somebody else. It's a group reading, right? Excuse me, I was just eating grapes. But so the kids in your life are really instrumental. It's like every step you do, every decision you make, they're at the top of this, right? And so the guidance that's coming through right now is that, yes, of course, the children are number one. They absolutely are. But sometimes you have to look after you first so that you have what it takes to look after them. Right? And in some cases, depending on the ages of the kids, they can be the helpful person. Right? So, you don't want to throw too much weight or heavy or responsibility or whatever on any kid. You don't. But they can be part of your life. Let them help you. They're amazing, and they want to help. They feel quite helpless if you don't ever ask them for help, and they know something's up. Right? So talk to them, obviously depending on your circumstance. You're not going to load down a 5-year-old with a whole bunch of responsibility, obviously. But, a 15-year-old can probably take some of the stuff from you to give you a little break. And there's no harm in that. It feels like you don't want to do that because you think that's harmful. It depends on the variant, right? On the weight of it and how often you do it and how much you do it. It depends on all those things. No, you're not making them into the adult. No, you're not. But they are certainly old enough to take some responsibility, definitely for themselves, and maybe for some portion of the household or the whatever else it is, right? Because when you run out of juice, how are you supposed to look after the kids if you've got nothing left? Right? So here we're back to these helpful people again. If the kids are still of an age where they need care, ask somebody else to do that for a while so that you can look after yourself. So that you can get other people to help you look after yourself. It's a break that's needed. Okay. And that's how you make it so that going forward in the future, there's still, that you're still able to do all your own things that you take responsibility for. Right? You have to fill up your own tank. Okay. All right. So there are options. So it's okay. Yeah, this way first. Okay. Explore your options. Like we're back now kind of to doing the research, right? Figure out what other options there are available to you. Because, you've tried this, still kind of not solved fully. So keep looking for different options, because there is something out there that is going to suit you, that's going to be a long-term solution. Keep looking, you'll find it. Yeah, okay. We're still back to helpful people. So that's, they're right there. And it feels like you know who I'm talking about, but I don't know who, but you do. And there's probably more than one, and they want to help you. So, okay, we said all that already. No need to keep repeating, but there's lots of different options for you. And so, what you found so far is the almost the obvious stuff, but there's other stuff that's a little less obvious. It's like a roundabout thing. It's like sometimes your head hurts, but the problem isn't your head. Your problem is your back, right? Like you got to go a little deeper and find out kind of the source of things, and then find out how to deal with that. Okay. All right. And yeah, okay. Flower power. So a lot of times they're talking about like the flower essences, maybe essential oils, or there are those Bach, I think, Bach flower essences. And I don't know very much about them, but I know somebody does, right? Maybe that's one of your people. In the broader sense, though, this is kind of going away from conventional wisdom to, more of the acknowledgement of healing or solutions from a different source. So, if we were talking about health, which for some of you we are, if we're talking about health, then instead of, okay, thinking about the whole reading so far, perhaps you've gone to the doctor, you've had solutions, things like that maybe helped for a while, but the problem is back, and now the direction is to go to, say, a more homeopathic direction or naturopathic direction, something along those lines, right? That's what this indicates. If your problem is not health related, well, then you're going to still look for the non-traditional solutions, right? Think outside the box. That's what they're talking about. And so see how that fits. See what you can find around you, in the people, in the businesses locally. You can find all kinds of help that way. Okay. All right, so here we have the daily guidance cards asking for one last piece of wisdom. Yes, that's beautiful. See only love. When you decide that the world is on your side, then everything that happens to you is love-based. Everything that you give out is love-based. There's no guilt. There's no blame. There's no shame. There's only love. Put this on the inside of yourself first. Start there. Oh, so here, go to your mirror and look deep into your own eyes and say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And keep saying it every day, over and over, until you believe it. Okay? Libra, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. And I love you. And I'll see you next time.